18, he was waiting for the bus in his army green, sat down in a booth. Cafe there, gave his order to a woman with a bow in her hair. He's a little shy, so she gave him a smile, and he said, would you mind sitting down for a while and talking to me? I'm feeling a little low. She said, I'm off in an hour and I know where we can go. So they went down and they sat on a pier. He said, I bet you got a boyfriend, but I don't care, I got no one. Just send a little too. Would you mind if I send one back here too? I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him. They told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, my soldier's coming home. So the letters came from an army camp in California, then Vietnam, and he told her of his heart. Mighty love, all of the things he was so scared of. He said, when it's getting kind of rough over here, I think of that day sitting down at the pier, and I close my eyes and I see a pretty smile. Don't worry, but I won't be able to write for a while. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him. They told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, my soldier's coming home. One Friday night at a football game, Lord's Prayer said and the anthem sang. A man said, folks, would you bow your head for a list of local Vietnam dead? Crying all alone under the stands was a piccolo player in the marching band. It was being read, and nobody really cared. But a pretty little girl with a bow in her hair. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him. They told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, my soldier's coming. I cried, never gonna hold the hand of another guy too young for him. They told her, waiting for the love of a traveling soldier. Our love will never end, waiting for the soldier to come back again. Never more to be alone. When the letter said, my soldier's coming home. He's coming home. That song, but it's also a happy song about love. No, it's too sad. My daughter says it's too sad. I'm gonna unplug because I have to take my.
All right.
Sorry.
10 hours later.
Oh. So, have you ever seen that picture of it's a person stuck inside of a beer bottle, and they're screaming to get out, and they're stuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you seen it before?
Got the t-shirt.
You got. So it's this picture of this person, and they're stuck inside, and they're screaming to get out, and they're stuck in their addiction, and it's like describing of what it's like. And I was thinking about that picture when I wrote this next song. It's called "Your Beer and Your Bourbon," and I was picturing that image, but I had a little bit of a different version. I was picturing this man, and he's sitting down, and he's leaning against a beer bottle, and he's got his head in his hands, and he's just feeling so discouraged and broken, and he's crying, or just but almost like an apathetic look. And then his wife is over there, and she's looking at him, and she's mad and angry and sad. And then their kids are holding on to her, and they're looking at him, and they're sad and they're scared. But what the family doesn't see is that he is also in the beer bottle behind them, and he's trying and he's clawing to get out. And so I was thinking about addiction when I was writing this song, and how addiction not only breaks the person that's struggling, but it breaks the families too. And so that's what I thought about when I wrote this song. It's called "Your Beer and Your Bourbon." Those fingers wrapped around that glass, I could trace it callous like a photograph. They fit perfectly in mine since the day we skipped history class. Your brown leather chair, those morning spots where you do your drinking. I sit with my thoughts, you pass out mid-sentence, and I'm twisted in knots. I'm bleeding, can't you see that? I'm hanging off of the edge by both your hands. When you're feeling your bourbon, don't care who they're hurting. They're determined to make you a missing person. Can't have a few when they don't care what you lose. But baby, I do. You had a way of looking at me. My teenage insecurities melted away like summer ice cream, like all childhood things. You planted peonies when we first moved in at our house on Ash Lane. They're still blooming, the prettiest cherry red. Despite what's happening, shouldn't count all the amounts. But baby, I confess, I'm scared to death that your beer and your bourbon don't care who they're hurting. They're determined to make you a missing person. Can't have a few it's in a different tuning.
Yeah, you could have like.
I could have done the two. I've got a whole system here, Savannah. You gotta help me out ahead of time, huh? All right. All right. So, it feels like a lifetime ago, but it's actually only been 38 days since my daddy died, and literally feels like a lifetime. I was like, this is, and then when I counted the days, actually I asked ChatGPT, how many days has it been? And it's only been 38 days. And, you know, the last song I talk about, you know, that everybody in the family gets affected by addiction. And, but the opposite is true too. You know, everybody in the family gets affected by recovery, or can, you know, because one person changes and the whole dynamics of the relationship change. And that was my experience with my mom. And she got sober when I was 5, and just, she became the most amazing, beautiful woman that, you know, they say attraction, not promotion, and she just had this light about her that all of us kids wanted. And so we chased after her. And when I got into recovery myself, I was able to deal with stuff with my dad. And we had a pretty beautiful relationship that if it wasn't for recovery, wouldn't have happened. I was able to sing to him while he took his last breath. And at first I was upset because I was like, I wanted to be holding his hand, you know, that's what I wanted. I had an image of how it was gonna happen, and it didn't happen that way. And then I just had this spiritual awakening of like, it was exactly the way it was supposed to. And so this is not a sad song to me. This is a joyful song. I know my daughter says it's so sad. It's called Let Me Sing You Home, but it's not a sad song to me. Actually, you can turn this off if you don't mind, because I plug in this one. Thank you. All right. So it's actually a happy song for me, because this is part of our story. The radio played the football game in the backseat of your Chevrolet. The play-by-plays drove me insane. I rolled my eyes, I was 10. You smiled looking at me in the rear view. A parent knows, somehow you knew. You turned the radio dial to my favorite tunes. For long I was singing with them. Daddy, this is my favorite song. I know you like when I sing along. I close my eyes, feel the peace come. Let me sing, Daddy, let me sing you home. Red poinsettias by the firelight, your baritone voice sang, oh holy night. I plucked the strings and harmonized, family scattered everywhere. On the car ride home as you take each turn, I got a world of questions, can't find the words. I take your hand to somehow heal the hurt. Start singing, cause music don't care. Daddy, this is my favorite song. I know you like when I sing along. I close my eyes and feel the peace come. Let me sing, Daddy, let me sing you home. Could never be ready, even though we've had plenty of time to know. Though it ain't my plan, I hold tight to your hand in the hospital glow. We talk about Jesus as your breathing slows and my voice shakes a little. Daddy, this is our favorite song. I know you like when I sing along. So close your eyes and feel the peace come. Let me sing, Daddy, let me sing you home.
Bonnie Lee Panda, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're glad you showed up.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Thanks.
Thank you, Bonnie.
Love you guys.
Great job.